I have a number for you. 11 pounds. That's exactly how much weight I lost in 30 days, without a gym, without counting a single calorie, and without changing what I ate. But here's what nobody told me before I started. The weight was the least interesting thing that happened. In this video, I'm going to show you the data, real numbers I tracked every single day for a month. Weight, blood glucose, sleep quality, energy levels, and one thing that completely surprised me on day 8. And if intermittent fasting is something you've been curious about, or something you tried and quit, stay until the end. Because what happened to me on day 22 might change how you think about this entirely.
Let me be honest with you about where I was before this. Tired. Constantly. That kind of tired where coffee stops working and you start wondering if something is just wrong with you. I wasn't overweight by conventional standards, but I felt inflamed, foggy, and slow, and I had this creeping suspicion that the way I was eating was at the root of all of it. I'd heard about intermittent fasting for years. I'd rolled my eyes at it. Another diet trend, another thing people try for 2 weeks and quit. But then I came across research that stopped me cold. Studies from Harvard Medical School and Johns Hopkins showing that time-restricted eating, not calorie restriction, just timing, could reduce inflammation markers, improve insulin sensitivity, and in some participants, produce measurable changes in metabolic function in as little as 3 weeks. I'm not someone who commits to things easily, but I decided to treat this as an experiment. 30 days, real tracking, no cheating on the data.
Here's exactly what the protocol looked like. I chose the 16-8 method. That means 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of eating, every single day for 30 days. My eating window, 12 noon to 8 p.m. Black coffee and water only before noon. No protein shakes, no technically fasting workarounds. I tracked 4 things daily using a $20 glucometer and a Garmin watch. 1. Body weight, same time every morning, after bathroom, before food. 2. Fasting blood glucose, finger prick every morning at 7 a.m. 3. Sleep score via Garmin. 4. Subjective energy level, rated 1 to 10 in a journal. I changed nothing else. Same foods, same exercise, which was almost none. I wanted to isolate the fasting variable completely. I'll tell you right now, the first 4 days were rough. The journey week by week. Week 1, days 1 through 7, the hunger wars. Days 1 through 4 felt like my body was staging a protest. Headaches, irritability, the kind of hunger that makes you irrationally angry at people who are just eating lunch normally. My energy score those days, 3, 2, 3, 3. But here's what was happening biologically. My body was burning through its glycogen stores, the sugar your liver holds in reserve. Once those ran out, it had to learn to access fat for fuel. That transition is genuinely uncomfortable. Days 5 through 7, something shifted. I woke up on day 6 and didn't immediately think about food. That had never happened before. My energy score jumped to 5. I lost 3.2 pounds that first week, but I want to be honest, most of that was water weight and glycogen depletion. Real fat loss takes longer. Remember that.
Week 2, days 8 to 14, the surprise. Day 8. This is the one I want to talk about. I woke up at 6:30 a.m. with a clarity that I can only describe as embarrassing. Like the mental fog I'd assumed was just my personality had quietly evaporated overnight. My sleep score had jumped from the 60s to 71. My fasting glucose dropped from 101 to 93, crossing from pre-diabetic range into normal. Here's the science behind what happened. During the fasting window, your brain switches from glucose as primary fuel to ketones, compounds produced when the liver breaks down fat. For many people, including me, ketone-fueled brain function feels measurably different. I started doing my most cognitively demanding work in the morning, before my eating window opened. I was more productive in those 3 hours than I'd been in full workdays before this experiment. Energy score that week, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 7. The hunger had almost completely disappeared.
Week 3, days 15 to 21, the plateau. Week 3 was where most people quit, and I almost did. The weight loss slowed dramatically. 1.4 pounds in 7 days after losing over 5 the first 2 weeks. My brain immediately started whispering. It stopped working. But here's what the data showed. My glucose had dropped another 2 points. My sleep score was at 74, the best it had been in years. And my energy was consistently 7 out of 10, which for me was extraordinary. What I had to understand was this: the body isn't linear. When weight loss slows, the body is often doing something more important, recomposing, preserving muscle while still burning fat. I kept going, not because it was easy, because the data told me to.
Week 4, days 22 through 30, the turn. Day 22. I need to talk about what happened on day 22. I wasn't hungry at all. Not in the morning, not in the afternoon. The protocol that had felt like a cage in week 1 felt, and I'm not exaggerating, completely natural. My body had reset its hunger signals. The hunger hormone ghrelin adapts to your eating schedule within 3 weeks. My body had stopped sending distress signals during the fasting window because it had learned at a hormonal level that food was coming at noon. Week 4 produced the biggest weight loss of the month, 4.3 pounds, and my fasting glucose had dropped from 101 to 88, a 13-point reduction in 30 days. That glucose number mattered more to me than the weight, because 101 put me in pre-diabetic territory. 88 is solidly, cleanly normal.
Day 0 versus day 30. Complete results. 11 pounds, 13-point glucose drop, sleep up 18 points, energy up almost 4 full points. And let me tell you what those numbers actually mean in daily life. Before this experiment, I needed an alarm to wake up. I now wake up before it goes off, consistently at 6:30 a.m. Before, I had a 2 p.m. crash every single day where I'd stare at my screen and produce nothing. Gone. My fasting glucose going from 101 to 88 means I stepped back from a pre-diabetic classification. That's not a cosmetic result. That's a health outcome that changes my risk profile for the next 20 years. Did I expect all of this? No. I expected to lose some weight and maybe feel slightly better. I did not expect my metabolic health to shift this meaningfully in 30 days.
Before I go, I want to ask you something specific. Out of the 4 metrics I tracked, weight, glucose, sleep, and energy, which one do you care about most right now? Drop it in the comments. One word is fine. Weight, sleep, energy, glucose. I ask because your answer is going to help me decide what to track and what to report on in my next experiment. I read every comment, and your input actually shapes this channel.
If this was useful, not entertaining, useful, consider subscribing. What I'm building here is a channel where I run health experiments on myself, track the data honestly, and report back with real numbers. Not opinions, not products, not sponsored content pushing you to buy something. Every video is a new experiment. The next one is already underway. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you get the results when I publish them. You can unsubscribe anytime, but I think you'll want to see what comes next.